Sports, 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 sports.
Hey there, sports fans. Welcome to Sportsball, part of the SPDM Crew podcast. We talk about sports-related topics, but we focus on you, the fan, and what you like, whether it's a sport, team, event, athlete, or sports-related news. This week, we are going to be talking about the second round of the NHL and the NBA playoffs. And let's start with the NHL playoffs, where very hard fought round one for some of these teams, particularly in the Western Conference. All the Western Conference teams went at least 6 games, whereas in the Eastern Conference, only one went 6 games. So an interesting contrast there. In the Western Conference, you've got the Winnipeg Jets versus the Dallas Stars. I hate to say it, Patrick. I think Dallas has this one in the bag, but it would not surprise me if Winnipeg pulled it off. And then we've got the Golden Knights versus the Oilers, and I'm going to take the Golden Knights. Next, we have the Toronto Maple Leafs versus the Florida Panthers, and I'm going with the Toronto Maple Leafs because they have been great. But for the next matchup, I've got Capitals versus Hurricanes, and it just seems like the Capitals are just on a roll right now. So I'm going to pick the Washington Capitals with that. Moving on to the moving on to the NBA. So it's been a bit tumultuous in the NBA, particularly in the Western Conference. The bottom of the bracket, the 2-7 and 3-6 went to the lower seed. So we've got Timberwolves versus Warriors. We've got Thunder versus Nuggets. We've got Cavaliers versus Pacers. We've got Knicks versus Celtics. So a couple thoughts on this. One, the Thunder still look like the best team in the playoffs currently, but that doesn't change the fact that the Nuggets matchup kind of scares me because you've got a proven commodity like Nikola Jokic, and Shea has not been in this position before where he is the one that is single-handedly dominating the team. So this one's a tough call, even though I am going to pick the Thunder. Boy, that Clippers collapse was just bad, right? It was really bad. I don't think it's all James Harden's fault, like everyone is making it out to be. However, he played an integral role, unfortunately, and as one of the top players on the team, you have to take ownership and responsibility of that. And for all the success James Harden has had, that doesn't unfortunately change the fact that he does not perform at the highest level. This matchup is very intriguing to me, the Timberwolves versus the Warriors, because I thought that the youth of the Rocket would prevail, and then I went counterintuitive to that, and I thought that star power with Luca and LeBron would win over against the Timberwolves. And that turned out to not be the case. However, in this case, I really want to pick Minnesota for this because the Warriors just seem tired and they seem injured, and the Timberwolves just feel like they're playing on a whole new level right now. So I'm going to go with the Timberwolves, and they're actually my favorite to come out of the West right now. It feels kind of weird picking against the Warriors and the Nuggets because I feel like in both cases it's come for the king, you best not miss. But I just think that the Timberwolves and Thunder just have a unique matchup advantage against both the Nuggets and the Warriors. The Thunder have just a lot of depth and they've got a lot more size, and their defense is just suffocating. Same thing with the Timberwolves. They've just got so much size, so much more size on the Warriors, and you're seeing that in most of these teams that depth and defense are the things that are taking some of these teams home. So we've got now on the Eastern Conference, we've got Cavaliers versus Pacers, and we've got Knicks versus Celtics. And I'm picking chalk. I'm going Cavaliers and Celtics, but I would not be surprised if the Pacers snuck out of the Eastern Conference, or not of the Eastern Conference, out of this matchup for a return to the Western Conference Finals. I think the Pacers are just a bad matchup for the Cavaliers. And for a team that hasn't been this far in the playoffs in a long time, I think it's going to be a true test to see if they can overcome it. Yes, I understand both series are 1-0 the road team, but I still think that the Celtics are going to prevail and the Cavaliers are going to prevail, but I'm much more confident that the Pacers have a chance as opposed to the Knicks because the Knicks, they almost lost to the Pistons a young, scrappy team, and Boston is going to be suffocating against them. And I think both teams got punched in the mouth. So I think how they respond after this is going to be very telling. So that is my look and analysis on the NHL and NBA playoffs. What do you think so far? Let us know below. And that's going to do it for this episode of Sportsball. Be sure to like, rate, and subscribe to anything and everything wherever you get your podcast. Join us on social media on Facebook, Instagram, X, Threads, YouTube, Blue Sky, and LinkedIn at SPDM Crew. Check out our website at spdmcrew.com. Shout out to Highflyer Creative Studios for making our awesome logo. Greatly appreciate their support, and contact them if you have any creative needs. Check out the other shows on our network. We just launched our 21st show, so really proud of the work that everyone's doing. So check out the other shows on our network. And if you've got a podcast idea or you're interested in being part of the SPDM crew as a guest or collaborating, email us at spdmcrew@gmail.com. Until next time, happy watching, friends.